Hi, Panas. My name is Antonella Fonseca, and today we have in PanaScope the pleasure of speaking with Giuseppe Gangi, a Venezuelan developer now based in Spain. He's the creator of MacedoniaDelNorte.com, a platform that has made available the detailed data from Venezuela's July 28th elections, information that the electoral power has not published yet. Hi, Giuseppe. How are you?
Hi, Antonella. Thank you very much to having me. And also, I am very happy to be here and speaking in English to all the people to know what happened in Venezuela.
Thank you for giving us this interview. We know that you've been very busy. You've been putting a lot of time and hours in developing this website. Like I said at the beginning, this is a website where Giuseppe copy part of the information that the democratic forces in Venezuela publish online from the tally sheets of the Venezuelan election on July 28th. So, Giuseppe, let's start with what distinguishes MacedoniaDelNorte.com from the unitary platform side, resultadosconvenezuela.com.
Well, the first difference is that we are not funded for any party. So any party, we don't have any party behind us. It was just me in my home calling and trying to get the information and to provide this information to the citizens in Venezuela, because as you know, the connection in Venezuela is not really good. It's very slow. So from the beginning, I tried to make the website with the best performance for people with lost connect. With a slow connection, and also we made also a Telegram bot to make this data available for everyone, even if you don't have the possibility to navigate for the website. Just send the information about your election center, and you will have your results of your election table.
And one of the things that I saw is that you've made, you've collected enough data results for every party, every political party, every table, every electoral college. How did that happen? Did you all only got that information from the unitary platform website, or are you getting information from regular everyday citizens?
No, so yeah, this is important also. We got the tally sheets from the democratic force, and so we got all the tally sheets, and then we analyzed it, making a script, like coding, and reads every tally sheet and provide us information about the votes for every party. So we made then we had a count of votes for every party, for every table, and then we made a totalization, doing categories for every state, city, municipality, parish, and also tables. And this was the way to do it. But also we found one problem, or very hard problem, that was that some of the tallies was not completely readable by our script that was automatically. So we had to do it manually in some cases. So to be able to do it well, we had to verify this at least 2 or 3 times. So I made an application. So in 1 or 2 days, I made an application that allows people to help me verify, to transcribe those tally sheets. And then if 3 people transcribe the same data for a tally sheet, so this tally sheet was completely verified. So the main difference between us and Resultados con Venezuela, the other website, is that we, thanks to that process that we made, we can provide information about the parties that is very important, and also to information about every candidate in the election, not only the 2 of them that are in the top.
That's awesome, Giuseppe. For our audience, the National Council has not published that data yet. It's been like close to 45 days right now where we're speaking. But one of the things is that part of the job that Giuseppe is doing is to highlight and empower the citizens. The citizen vote that day, and that is part of this whole initiative. And that's one thing that we want to highlight here in PanaScope. How do we ensure that these election records that you have in the website are authentic and not fabricated?
There are many ways to do it. The most easy way to demonstrate that is that every tally sheet is true is that the government never provide any proof that is not true. So they can do it easily because every tally sheet had a sign from the machine, the election machine. So they can say easily, they can say, okay, this is the signature from the election machine, and this is the signature from the tally sheet, and doesn't match. But as they don't have this information because it's not possible.
They don't want to. They don't want to show it. Yeah,
They don't want to show it.
They don't want to show it. Yeah, that's
So
one of
the tally sheet that we have are the same that they have, but the problem is that they don't publish that because the results are not good for them.
Yeah, they would confirm that what they called that night with Elvis Amoroso, the president of the CNE in Venezuela, would be a lie.
I want to talk also about our initiative to receive videos, because this is like the key in the platform right now, that we receive videos and assign to videos of the people saying the results in the day of the election in every corner of Venezuela. So these videos have the people saying the results in the election center where it was, and the people saying that are very close to the government.
Okay.
And even like this, the numbers are exactly the same that appears in the tally sheets. This is a key.
And how do you manage the identity of those collaborators? Because we've seen a lot of political persecution for those that were part of the voting witnesses of that night. How do you keep them safe?
Okay, the only way that I found to do it was showing my face, and then building some
Trust.
Trust with the people, that I am a person that is trying to show all the truth about what happened that day. Then the people, I built in the website a form that people can throw their data, like tally sheets or videos, and they are very sure that I am not like tracking any information about this data. Only I took the data and I delete everything else. And also with the videos, we made a process of blur, so you can see the faces of the people, because for
those participating.
Yeah,
that's
because
good.
Are very afraid.
Sensitive. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, thank you, Giuseppe. That's wonderful to hear. One of the things that has been a problem during this whole month and more, it has been the identities of those witnesses, the identities of those that read those results during the elections, then those that decided to fight for the truth, because this is part of what initiatives like yours are too, right? Like to communicate in public data that hasn't been released by the government because it's just a thing that they don't want to do. So I would like to end this conversation saying that you've mentioned that in Venezuela's reconstruction has already begun. So
yes.
In what ways do you think this whole movement, this civic movement, is contributing to this vision of of a future for Venezuela?
I think the reconstruction started because we, as citizens, are working together to defend the truth. Not we are not like supporting one party or supporting one person. We are working hard to support the truth, and this is more bigger than everything. And as I feel, everybody is having this in mind, and it's one of the first times that I feel this, like we are like moving
Empower
correct.
together.
We're together for the truth, not for one person. No, for something that I did. I vote, and I want to defend my vote, and to say this happened that day. Even if I vote for one or other party or one or other candidate, I would like to have the truth and have proof of that. And we provide proof of that. The government doesn't provide anything.
Yep, that's right. And that's why we are so grateful to have initiatives like yours that can show and verification of that data of that election. So thank you again, Giuseppe, for your time. Thank you again for telling us and explain to us what MacedoniaDelNorte.com does. And good luck with all this initiative. And thank you again for being
Thank
here.
you very much, Antonella.